All right, let's just dive right in. We're going to tackle a huge question today. Why does that initial spark to start something new almost always fizzle out? And what is the actual secret to finishing what you start? Well, the answer probably isn't what you think. It's all about discipline over motivation.
Come on, we've all been there, right? You watch some inspiring video, you set a brand new goal, and for a hot second, you feel like you can conquer the world. Then, a week later, that shiny new project is just, collecting dust. It's a totally universal experience, but what's really going on here?
It happens because we fall into what I like to call the motivation trap. See, we're taught to think that motivation is the key ingredient for success, but it turns out it's a bit of a trickster. It's fantastic for getting us started, but it's just not designed to keep us in the game.
So let's get a little closer and look at what motivation actually is. The key phrase here, emotional spark. That's everything. Emotions are incredibly powerful, no doubt, but they are also incredibly fleeting. Motivation is that high you feel when you decide to change your life, but just like any emotional high, it is guaranteed to come down.
Just think about it like this. The idea of waking up at 5 a.m. sounds amazing when you're all cozy and watching a video about super productive morning routines. But when that alarm actually blasts off and you're in your warm, comfortable bed, that emotional spark is long gone. All that's left is you and that snooze button. At that moment, motivation has officially left the building.
So if motivation is so unreliable, what's the alternative? Well, this is where we bring in the true engine of success. We're talking about the power of discipline.
And I want you to notice the crucial difference here. Discipline is not a feeling. It is a skill. It's a system that you build that runs completely separate from your mood. It doesn't care if you're feeling tired or bored or totally uninspired. It's simply about doing the thing you said you were going to do.
So motivation is that feeling of wanting to go to the gym. Discipline is you tying your shoelaces and walking out the door, especially on the days you'd much rather stay on the couch. That one simple act repeated over and over and over again is what actually gets you results. It's not sexy, it's not glamorous, but wow, is it effective.
Okay, so let's put these two concepts head to head. Because when you see them side by side, it becomes crystal clear why one leads to a graveyard of abandoned projects and the other leads to finished goals.
The contrast here is it's stark. Motivation is emotional, it's temporary, and it is fantastic for starting the fire. But discipline, that's logical. It's built for the long haul, and its whole job is to keep that fire burning, especially on those cold, rainy days when that initial spark feels like a distant memory.
So here's the bottom line. If you want to achieve anything truly meaningful, you just can't sit around waiting for inspiration to strike. The most successful people out there, they don't wait to feel ready, they build systems and they build routines that guarantee progress no matter how they feel. And that, right there, is why discipline always wins.
This really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? I mean, how many of us have started a book or a course or some big project with this huge burst of enthusiasm? Starting is the easy part. It's the finishing that's hard. Finishing requires you to show up even when it's not new and exciting anymore. And that is the work of discipline.
All right, so you're sold on discipline. I get it. But the million-dollar question is, how do you actually build it? Remember, it's a skill, which means it can be trained. So let's break down a few practical, actionable steps you can literally start using today.
First off, start ridiculously small. I'm serious. 10 minutes of exercise is infinitely better than 0 minutes. Second, get rid of your excuses. Set up your environment for success. You want to go to the gym in the morning? Lay out your clothes the night before. Make it easier to do the right thing than to not do it. Third, track your progress. Get a calendar and put a big X on it every time you follow through. You'd be amazed how much you don't want to break that chain. Those small, visible wins build incredible momentum. And finally, be consistent. This is the entire game right here. It's not what you do once in a while that builds your future. It's what you do every single day.
So let's just end with this powerful idea. Inspiration is great. It feels good. But transformation, real, lasting change, that doesn't come from a fleeting feeling. It comes from the quiet, daily, sometimes boring commitment to just taking action. So the next time you find yourself waiting for motivation to strike, what if you decided to just focus on taking one small, disciplined step forward instead?